Okay, here we are in my studio, Miss Kitty's studio, and we're looking at the finished results of our loosely bound snow dyers day, and
What was it?
ice dyeing.
Yes.
And Nancy and Cheryl are here with me, and we're going to do a little analysis of our pieces to give you an idea of how things turned out. This piece, overall, I don't think it's that interesting, but I used 3 colors only, and I got a whole variety of different shapes, and this was a folded piece, and I'm sure I could never produce the same thing again. But there's some interesting areas in this particular piece. I might cut up this pink area. I don't know. I kind of like what the ice did to this. And then totally different, again, 3 dyes, and this piece I got all kinds of different colors. And the colors that I started with were yellow, cobalt blue, and red. And if you look at some of these areas, very rich, multiple colors. And how the heck did that happen? This is all part of the fun of this process, and it's magic, exactly.
Serendipitous.
And very serendipitous. And we were talking about how would you use a piece like this? It's almost as if the overall design is not cuttable, but and I'm not a machine quilter like these two, so this may be a backing. I don't know. And then my third piece, this one is interesting. I had that acid green that they didn't get to have, and so it turned out really bright in the middle, and there's some real interesting places where the red struck with that acid green. I like that. But again, the overall spiral that I got to back up here, using sort of a twirled rosette pattern is more interesting to me than the sections. So I'm at kind of a loss of what the heck am I going to do with this. The piece I like best, I think, is this one. Are you getting car sick yet, everybody? This one was pleated as well, and there's some really interesting kind of Rorschach test, inner flower, Georgia O'Keeffe-esque areas that I think that I'll be able to do some things with. But I don't know, I really like this one a lot. It's very sort of atmospheric. So who wants to go next with?
We're turning.
They're getting ready here. They're my Vannas. We all watched the Academy Awards last night, so we're trying our best to be elegant and not trip on the stairs.
Excuse me. But we don't have beautiful dresses on either.
Oh, Nancy, that's gorgeous. This is Cheryl's.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, that one's quite colorful.
What would you like to say about it?
It was pleated before.
Yeah, it was pleated before. It was put in.
I'm going to get close on some of these purple areas. And were all your fabrics dry before you?
Yes, all of mine were dry. So you'll see that some of them are kind of pastel in relation to yours. The coloration in yours.
Oh my gosh.
But there's
gorgeous.
good Rorschach.
Did you pleat them
designs
fairly
in it.
tight?
What?
Did you pleat them fairly tight?
No, I'd say they were probably about 2-inch pleats.
3-inch.
2 or 3.
And what colors did you use on this one? This one is glorious.
Okay, it's yellow, black, and turquoise. But I thought about, why did the turquoise come out so light? And then I remembered when you mix turquoise, you use about twice as much in the dye mix to dye turquoise as a color. So that I think is part of the reason why it came out so pastel.
Okay, we've got 4 minutes left, so we got to pick it up.
Okay.
Oh, wow. This looks like human anatomy or something.
These two were in
Long one.
these two were in the same bucket, and I don't know why they came out similar in terms of color. Maybe I forgot to put dye on one. I have no idea. This was at the end. These
This
two
one
were at
does
the
look
end.
kind of faded.
Yeah. So anyway, just kind of interesting.
I love some of these areas in here. They're so beautiful.
They're sort of ice-like the gray
Yeah,
parts.
it's very spinal looking, pelvic area looking. I don't know what you could do with that, but that's just so fascinating. We've come to the conclusion that there's no way we're going to be able to reproduce any of these, so snow or ice dyeing is a surprise.
Okay, this was
Ooh,
twisted.
Twisted. Let me get back so you can see the whole thing.
But see, my colors aren't that vivid.
Oh, but it's beautiful.
This is my favorite.
Interesting. I can see that cobalt blue in here. Boy, there's some beautiful sections in this one. And then this is your palest one.
Right, but I really like it because of the pattern.
The patterning is gorgeous. And this is another pleated one. Did you
Right.
pleat both directions?
Nope.
You pleated and then you did stripes on your dye sprinkling, I'll bet.
Yeah. True. Okay, Nancy, you gotta get your stuff up. You're running out of time.
We're trying to keep this under 10 minutes because we found out with video posting, the process will only make you do a 10-minute post.
Otherwise, your viewers go to sleep.
Now, Nancy's are very bright. Look at this one
Yeah.
in comparison.
Yeah, see, I think